Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good weekend. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I want to make a quick comment about the last video I posted a few days ago. For some reason, the comment option was turned off. I don't know how that happened. As if you guys follow my channel, you know that I don't ever turn the comments off on videos, and I did not turn off the comments in that video, but I later came to my attention that people weren't able to post comments, and I don't really know why. I checked the settings on the video and the allow comments option was turned on, so I don't really know what happened with that. So I apologize if you tried to leave a comment on that last video and weren't able to. I did not turn them off, and I even tried turning the comments off and then back on. I don't know what happened, so I apologize. But something pretty significant is coming out from Gal Gadot. She had an interview in her home of Israel with Channel 12 news station, and she has shared more detail about the situation between her and Joss Whedon on the set of the Justice League reshoots. She had said before, when Ray Fisher started sharing details about kind of what the cast and crew experienced on the set of Justice League reshoots, she had come out and said that she had that her interaction with him wasn't the best, and that she had taken it to higher ups and they took care of it immediately. But she didn't really go into any detail about that, which is understandable. However, now she's giving a little bit more detail about what it was said to her. And this is obviously it's translated because it's in Hebrew, her native language, and this is what was said. He threatened my career and told me that if I do something, he'll make sure my career will be miserable, and I just took care of it on the spot. So I tried watching this is the reporter that she interviewed with, and she says here in a synopsis of the interview, Gal Gadot talks about the important fight against violence against women and the personal and difficult story in her family that brought her to tears, about her addiction to the news in Israel, and also what she did when Joss Whedon, the director of the Justice League, oh, that's interesting that they said it that way, threatened to end her career. And if you click on the full interview, and I have it translated to English, I don't think the entire interview that she actually, they have the video of the interview, but there's no English subtitles available. I listened to a few minutes of it just because I love hearing Gal speak in Hebrew. So the actual article here is kind of just like an overview of what they talk about, but I think in the actual video, it's the full, interview, everything that was mentioned, everything that was said. So this was translated from the interview when she's sitting in there talking with the reporter. So this is significant because, I wasn't sure if she would ever share details about, what actually happened between the two of them. And in the article, it says that, this was a threat made to her because she had approached him about making some changes to her character. Which is, it seemed like, Ray Fisher kind of wanted to do the same thing, but he has shared before that as soon as he's tried to make some suggestions, he was cut off with, I don't take notes. I don't even take notes from Robert Downey Jr., working with, on the Avengers movies. So obviously, and then the comment that came out about Jeff saying, oh, well, it was from Ray Fisher also, we can't make Joss mad. And it's like, obviously, they knew that he was going to be a problem. Jeff Johns knew that there was an issue with, making suggestions to him or getting him upset and his behavior and things like that. So, for the people who continue to say that Ray Fisher is lying and, he hasn't proved anything and blah, blah, blah. Well, he has said that there was plenty of other people who experienced negative or hurtful or, completely just disrespectful and abusive interactions with Joss Whedon. Not only did people from, Chris Carpenter and people from the cast of Buffy the Vampire Slayer from 2 decades ago come out and say that, yes, he is like this. He does treat people this way. Gal Gadot, I mean, just the fact that she had, said that they had some kind of negative interaction, that's a big deal, because the studio, I mean, I'm glad that they took care of it for her, but they should have been taking care of everything that was coming to their attention. And the fact that they kind of just like silently let him walk away from the Nevers. Obviously, there was very different statements there between the studio and what Joss Whedon said. But they don't come out. The studio has never like publicly, they've never apologized or said anything about them, not, they don't apologize. I mean, I don't know if they've given her I'm sure since they took care of it, they probably personally apologized to Gal. And it seems like Ray Fisher has gotten some apologies from some people, but they don't want to, it makes them look bad if they come out and confirm that these kind of things happen, of course, and especially under their nose and on their watch, and knowing that these things are coming to light. It just continues to reflect badly on WB for not wanting to take care of these things, and, letting him just leave the Nevers, kind of like a soft firing type of situation. That's not really enough. Like, he needs to be held accountable in some way besides just leaving this project and coming out with this BS statement about not being able to make a show in a pandemic and all this. We know that's obviously not true. And it's really unfortunate to see that all of this was allowed on set, and especially after having people like Zack and Deborah to work with. It was a complete opposite experience, and it's just really, it's really sad. It's really sad, and I hope that, I mean, I don't expect Warner Brothers to say anything. All they've done every time Ray Fisher has said anything is they come out with some hit piece article, or they come out with some distraction to try to, make people turn the other way and look over here, or no, it's not true, and, we talked to Jeff and it didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, you talked to a third party and he said it didn't happen? What kind of reliable information is that? Why don't you actually talk to the people who were there and had these and were on set with him? You know what I mean? So I'm glad that she's I'm glad that she felt like she was able to, share this with the fans and with everybody, with the world. Hopefully nothing like this happens again. Of course, if Joss continues to get, jobs, I mean, that's obviously just the kind of person that he is. But I'm glad that she's sharing, a little bit more detail. And it seems like he tends to have this habitual behavior of threatening people's careers, and making them look stupid in movies, which obviously he did that to all of characters in Justice League. He just dumbed all of them down and disrespected all of their characters, and personally, the actors as well. So, do you guys really think Ray Fisher's lying? Really? He's not the only one sharing these stories. People share things in their own time, and when they feel like they can, and when they feel like they want to, and, now Gal is sharing more about it. So, I'm glad that they got to finish up Zack Snyder's Justice League, and, for some of them be able to go back on set and have that cathartic experience being back with Zack and seeing their characters being respected and being able to hold on to the experience that they actually had shooting with Zack and Deborah. So, I don't know. Just wanted to share that. It's pretty significant with the whole, everything that's come to light about Warner Brothers. Continues to look bad for them. But, good news. Zack Snyder's Justice League has has gotten 250 million plays on the Migu streaming platform in China. I mentioned how well Zack Snyder's Justice League was doing in China in my video the other day, and now this is a record. It has passed the 240 million plays that Avengers Endgame got on the platform. Not to say that there's competition between them, nothing like that. I'm just saying how amazing it's doing. And this is like in a week's time. This is like a very short period of time. And I think it's also available on other streaming services or other platforms in China. But this one, I think, is one of the biggest as far as I think. It's like a huge streaming service in China. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like it if it's getting this many plays. it's awesome. I mean, wow. So this makes Zack Snyder's Justice League the most watched superhero film of all time in China. And, you know, I said in the other video, China is a huge market, obviously, for films, including, you know, next to India. And so it's just awesome to seeing it do it so well internationally. And I'm so happy that the fans have got, you know, international fans outside of the US have gotten to enjoy it and appreciate it. Keep watching on HBO Max. We know it's a success. But yeah, sorry. Hope the comments work on this video. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time.